I didn't find out my husband cheated in some dramatic way. No lipstick, no weird phone calls, no obvious signs. It was a single message on his iPad. He left it on the kitchen counter while he was in the shower. I was just cleaning, wiping crumbs, moving things around, and the screen lit up. Last night was worth the wait. That's it. No name, just a number. But something in my body reacted before my brain did. My chest tightened, my hands went cold, and I just stood there staring at it like it might change if I waited long enough. It didn't. 6 years of marriage, 6 years of routines, habits, shared life, same grocery store every Sunday, same arguments about what to watch, same side of the bed. We were trying for a baby, and suddenly it felt like I had imagined all of it. I don't even remember walking to the bathroom. I just know I was standing there when he opened the door. Hair wet, towel around his waist, normal. That's what hit the hardest, how normal he looked. I held up the iPad. Who is she? There was this split second, just one. His face dropped, eyes widened, then he tried to fix it. It's not what you think. It always is. Don't, I said. Please don't lie to me right now. He tried anyway. You could see it, his brain searching for a version of reality that wouldn't destroy everything. There isn't one. He sat down on the bed like his legs gave out. It was a mistake. Coworker, a few times. It didn't mean anything. That phrase stayed with me. Didn't mean anything. Then why did it feel like my entire life just cracked open? I started crying so hard I couldn't breathe. My chest locked up, my hands were shaking, I couldn't even get words out properly. He reached for me. I flinched. That moment, me pulling away from him, that was the first real break. What's wrong with me? I asked. Why wasn't I enough? I swear it's not about you, he said. That's what they all say. But it doesn't matter, because your brain doesn't hear that. It hears, you weren't enough. That night we laid in the same bed, but it felt like miles between us. I stared at the ceiling until morning. Every memory started shifting. Every late night at work, every distracted look, every time I trusted him without thinking. Rewriting everything in my head, trying to find the exact moment he stopped choosing me. And the worst part? I still loved him. That's what made everything dangerous. Because love makes you stay, even when you already know you shouldn't. The next few days were quiet. Not peaceful, not calm, just heavy. Like the air itself was thick. I went to work like nothing happened, smiled, answered emails, sat in meetings pretending I could focus. Then I'd go to the bathroom, lock the door, and just stand there trying not to fall apart. At home, he didn't leave my side. Not in a comforting way, in a desperate way. I'll do anything, he kept saying. Anything, just tell me. I didn't answer, because I didn't know what anything even meant anymore. What fixes betrayal? What resets something like that? You can't undo it. You can't unsee it. You just live with it. Or you leave. And I didn't leave. That's the part people judge. But they don't understand how complicated it is when your entire life is built with someone. I packed a bag once. Actually packed it. Clothes, essentials, everything. And then I just stood there looking at it, thinking about the apartment, the couch we picked together, the photos on the wall, the future we planned. And I unpacked it. Not because I forgave him, because I wasn't ready to let go. So I stayed, and I asked questions, a lot of them. How long? Why her? Did you ever think about me while you were with her? Did you come home after seeing her and act normal with me? Some answers hit harder than the cheating itself, because they showed me something worse than betrayal. They showed me how easy it was for him to live a double life. But he didn't fight me, didn't get angry, didn't turn it on me. He just sat there and took it. And that mattered, more than it should have. We started therapy. Sitting in that room, listening to him say it out loud to someone else, it felt humiliating. Like our marriage was something broken being analyzed. But it forced honesty. At home, he changed, fast. He came home earlier, texted me constantly, checked in, shared his location, gave me passwords, deleted things I didn't even ask him to delete. At first, it felt fake, like damage control. But then days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and he didn't slip, not once. One night, he brought flowers. No reason. "I know I don't deserve this," he said, "but I'm not giving up." I wanted to hate him. I tried to, but I couldn't. "I'll try," I said. And that was it. That's where I made the decision. Not to forgive fully, but to stay, and hope it wouldn't happen again. After that, he became everything I thought I needed. Not just better, different, more present, more aware, more careful. Like he finally understood what he almost lost. He cooked dinner, planned weekends, remembered small things, things I didn't even expect him to remember. He listened, actually listened. No phone, no distractions, just there. He started touching me differently too, softer, like I was something fragile he didn't want to break again. And slowly, something in me started healing. Not completely, but enough. Enough to breathe without that constant pressure in my chest. Enough to sleep without replaying everything. Enough to stop checking his phone every time it buzzed. Therapy helped. Time helped. But mostly, it was consistency. Day after day, nothing felt off. No weird behavior, no distance, no red flags. And I started believing it. That people really can change. That maybe this was the worst thing we'd ever go through. There was a moment I remember clearly. We were on the couch, watching something neither of us cared about. He reached for my hand, and I didn't hesitate. That scared me, because it meant I trusted him again. Not fully, but enough. Enough to let my guard down. Enough to imagine a future again. We started talking about buying a house, trying again for a baby, and I let myself picture it. That's where everything shifted. Not when I forgave him, when I stopped being afraid. Because once you stop being afraid, you stop watching. And that's when things slip past you. The second time didn't feel like a shock. It felt like confirmation. That's the difference. It was a normal day, nothing off. He kissed me before leaving the room, asked if I needed anything. Same version of him. That's what makes it worse. He left his laptop open on the table when he stepped outside. I wasn't snooping, I just saw it. An email draft. "I miss you already." My body didn't panic, it just went cold. I clicked it. Last night felt like something I shouldn't want as much as I do. I stopped reading. I didn't need more. When he came back, I was still standing there, looking at the screen. He saw it, and he didn't say anything. No excuses, no panic, just silence. That silence told me everything. "Again?" I asked. My voice didn't shake. That's when I knew something in me had changed. A few weeks, he said. Weeks. While he was holding me. While we were talking about the future. While I was finally trusting him again. That's what broke it. Not the cheating, the lie inside the perfect husband. You got really good at this, I said. I wasn't lying. Stop. No emotion, no tears, because this time I wasn't confused. I understood. This wasn't a mistake. This was a pattern, and I finally saw it clearly. I didn't break down. That version of me was gone. I just sat there and looked at him, really looked. And for the first time, I saw him without excuses, without love softening the edges, just clearly. I can't do this again, I said. He started apologizing immediately. Same words, same tone, same promises. But they felt empty now, because I'd already heard them, and I'd already believed them once. I'm done, I said. That's when he broke, crying, begging, promising to fix it. But something inside me had already shut off, and once it shuts off, it doesn't come back. The first time I stayed because I loved him. The second time, I left because I finally respected myself. I gave you a second chance, I said. That was it. He kept talking. I stopped listening, because it finally clicked. It wasn't weakness. It wasn't confusion. It was a choice. Twice. I packed a bag. Simple, quiet, no drama. When I walked past him, he said my name softly, the same way he used to when he wanted me to soften. For a second, I almost stopped. That's how strong habit is. That's how strong love is. But I didn't. Because love shouldn't cost you your self-respect. And forgiveness isn't supposed to be endless. The hardest truth? He didn't change. He just learned how to act like he did. And me? I finally learned the difference between loving someone and losing yourself trying to keep them.
If you like this story, you'll find more like it on my channel.